And I'm talking about the messaging app disruption, the Arattai versus the WhatsApp.
Right.
So again from Zoho, we just talked about Zoho emails and things like that. Now
Right.
this Arattai actually is a Tamil word. We know Sridhar
It's a
Vembu.
Tamil word for chit chat.
Chatting. So we used to have one program called Arattai Arangam long back, and very intelligent discussion used to happen. It's a Tamil program, very very popular program in Tamil channels those days, and they used to have amazing discussions and conversations in that Arattai Arangam. If I don't know if I'm spelling it correct, but Arattai is, I remember that word from that program. So it is basically talking.
Right.
So it's like a chat, reality show. It used to be. Now this app is called Arattai app, and I see amongst my friends, in fact yesterday we have another channel, Vedic Wellness, an NGO channel, where the scholar had come to talk about some Upanishads explanation, and he is actually using this Arattai app to do classes. So he has to close this podcast by 8 o'clock and go there, and he was actually messaging on the Arattai app, and I asked him, why are you using Arattai? He said, this is equal to many other single apps. I have Zoom inside in ClickDated, I have chat, I can converse, I can do everything in Arattai, and it is wonderful. And more so, it is Indian.
Exactly.
So what do you have to share with us? My first question is, can Arattai challenge WhatsApp's 540 million Indian users?
Absolutely, it can. Now, thing is that people have been used to WhatsApp, so that is the major blocker for. And normally when certain applications we are so used to and we use every day in our everyday life, and that is probably the most used application in the whole world. So that is one factor. Probably it will that people are in that comfort zone of using the same application over a long period of time. So the acceptance of a new, though it does the same job, probably
it's already increasing.
Longer,
the data I have is Sumanji.
Right.
What it says is Arattai 1 million plus monthly active users with exponential growth.
Right.
Now, what is this data that says is daily signups surge from 3,000 to 3.5 lakhs.
Our education minister from Government of India, he referred the Arattai app, and he also onboarded under that. After that, the tweet from him, it became popular, and I think now, as you mentioned, the download has increased. I think it is the most downloaded application in the whole in the Google Play Store.
Correct.
So it is already increasing, and people started using, and I can also see I have downloaded and installed in my mobile, and I can see 30% of my contacts are already in Arattai. That means people are already using.
It's fast catching up.
The best part of it is as good as WhatsApp. Initially it was slow because there was not much of downloads, so they didn't scale up their infrastructure. So now after this huge spurts of downloads, I think now they are working on adding more servers to their infrastructure. So once that is done, I think it is as good as, I don't see any difference in terms of UI, in terms of intuitiveness of the application. So you can easily use, and you can figure out on your own without anybody have to tell you how to use the app. And the best part is that it has more features, certain more features than WhatsApp. It is equally fast than WhatsApp. It has inbuilt calendars. It has all the community messaging. It has the video conferencing. It has ability to make audio calls on voice over IP based audio calls as well as video calls. The only thing that they are lacking is the encryption, that is for text messaging. Their video and audio calls are already end-to-end encrypted. So only the text message is not encrypted yet, and they are already working with the team that has worked on the UPI.
Oh, okay.
So they have collaborated with the UPI team, and together now they are working on encrypting the message also end to end. So once the messaging is encrypted, there is no much difference between WhatsApp and Arattai. So you can literally switch to Arattai, and you have one-click conferencing ability among all your contacts, all the groups. And I have tested personally, the audio video quality is extremely good. You
Oh.
won't believe that it is an Indian application.
Amazing. In fact, that's what makes it all the more interesting,
Yeah.
because it is
And
Indian.
surprisingly that we didn't know about it, that
Yeah.
we have an in-house application built in India, so great, which is as good as WhatsApp, but people were not aware of it.
So it
That's
also aligns and again makes us feel proud that it's an Atmanirbhar, Bharat
exactly.
kind of a product and a self-reliant India initiative, and also it is developed by an Indian company, Zoho
Exactly.
Corporation.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So, point is, what are the challenges Arattai face in scaling, according to you?
Scaling, I think it is very well architected. The product existed from last 3 years actually.
Oh, it's not new
It's
product.
not new, and they have a dedicated team which actually studied how WhatsApp is built, and it is built with the best-in-class tech stack available for performance, basically. So the architecture-wise, it is as good as WhatsApp. Whatever I have researched
UI
from the
use-
interviews from Mr. Sridhar Vembu, the CEO of Zoho. So the architecture-wise, there is no problem. Scaling is just about adding servers. So I mean, as and when more and more users join, they will provision accordingly depending on the numbers that getting added in. So I think once their data center is up and running, I think we are just
So there are some feature gaps maybe they need to work on, according to some information that I have. There is no message editing. Those are the
those
things
are,
that
I think, in matter of months it can be
it
done.
can be given.
So yeah,
Okay.
because there was not a wider acceptance of that, so they didn't work on it. Now that it is being promoted and being used by many government officials, I'm sure, and that's the reason they have actually, I think that collaboration is also arranged from the government of India. Between the UPI team, the UPI is
Absolutely, yes.
the one of the best product that came out of India, and it's being widely used across the globe by multiple
Now we are
countries.
exporting also. Now
We are
for other
exporting
countries
also,
we are offering.
like Argentina, Brazil, many Gulf countries, and some of the African countries are also using. In fact, France also started using UPI. UPI is also available in France. So many European countries also started using. Australia is using. So I think we have a international acceptance on that. The same team is collaborating and helping them, with necessary technology know-how to build the encryptions and features. Anyway, they can develop. Those are very
Small
nominal,
things.
small features, cosmetic things for them. So I think it will be as good as WhatsApp in no time, basically.
Of course, we have lack of time to talk about the plenty of things. But one small thing that I want to understand is how this suddenly came up. Because last 3 years, 4 years, we have not heard much about. We know Zoho more of ERP product or more from tax filing and kind of a thing. But there should have been huge effort, right, for this to happen.
Absolutely. I think Mr. Sridhar himself is a very, a geek himself, tech geek, what we call it, and a hardcore technologist. He has been in US. He has worked with so many, top class companies in US, and then came back with that experience, and he started building the products in India almost 20 years back. So it is not an overnight effort. I mean, we are probably seeing all that product today, but nobody's seeing the grind behind it. So it's an amazing story actually that should inspire our young generation, that out of a village in Tenkasi, Tamil Nadu, he has built such a huge $1 billion company sitting in the rice paddy field, basically. Not only that, he has created that whole ecosystem for him to fill the resource gap, that
What do you
kind
mean by
of
that?
resources that he needs to build such application. So he needs knowledgeable resources. So he created his schools and universities where he basically teaches those students, the village students, and make them ready for the future, and they train on them on the necessary technology that they need to build applications for their own purpose. So basically they are not hiring from outside, they are hiring resources from their own universities where they are trained by them itself. So he has created that whole ecosystem, and that's where I think he is able to bridge that resource gap, even sitting inside a village. in a in remote place in Tamil Nadu,
Wonderful.
where many sitting in top tier 1, tier 2 cities are not been able to do that. So that's a classic example how he's preparing the next generation and making the next generation ready to take it forward.
So the whole thing, whatever we discussed, right from Perplexity versus ChatGPT to Zoho versus Google email servers, then versus quantum computing, QPI AI to IBMs of the Googles of those building big quantum computing capabilities to the Arattai versus WhatsApp.
Right.
And it's a wonderful story. I think when we see it, we feel so good. And
Absolutely.
4 or 5 years, I think it's going to be a huge change for all of
Absolutely.
us and
We'll
our lives.
probably see most of the platforms that we are using, which are built outside of India, will be seeing our homegrown products in next just a couple of years' time. I think now it has created that confidence that yes, it is possible to build in India. I think it is in our had been into our culture because we were more into services, right? So we are known for providing services, but not for building products. So now I think we are changing gears, and I think the platform is ready now. So it is just a matter of time before things take off, and I think we'll be achieving great heights in.
So if I have to say this in other words, we have always been consuming technology.
Exactly.
And we have been the end users. We
Right.
made Facebook big,
Yeah.
we made YouTube big, we
Right.
made WhatsApp big, we gave billions of dollars of revenues.
Right.
Probably now we are actually turning into creators of
Right.
technology.
From importer, we are turning into exporter.
Exporter.
slowly.
Amazing.
And we never had the lack of resources or dearth of resources. You see the same Indian guys, most 80% of the techies who are building those applications in US or outside India, they are from originating from India only. So I think we never had the lack of resources in India. It is just that the platform they needed, which is now being provided. So I think things will change for good for now.
Wonderful. So it's been amazing talking with you, Sumanji,
Thank you,
in
Mahdi.
terms of, because it gives you that goosebumps. Now
Right.
from being, snake charmers, Indians
Right.
means, these people, when I still see that old movies and, the blood boils when you see Indians and dogs are not allowed,
Right.
and to now, every other country, if we are in a position to export our tech,
Right.
products and create products here,
Yes.
and then again, India is safe for the whole world because we are not someone who attack the other countries. We are
Right.
not someone who are, grab the land, do this, do that. So it is also in a way good for the whole world as it is
Absolutely.
maybe 4 or 5 years down the line. And this is a never-ending interaction. We will come back bringing up for our viewers all kinds of latest updates because we just started. We are seeing a huge revolution,
Right.
and we are just challenging the US giants, and we need to actually complete that challenge in the years to come. And we will keep covering these interesting information in our future podcast. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you, Mahdi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, viewers, and that was an interesting discussion on the Indian tech revolution challenging the US giants. And we will watch how these things will take shape in future, and continue to be here with us on this Rupi Rakshak YouTube channel. And we will bring lot more interesting stuff on tech, because tech defines the wealth in the few years to come. And if India is to be leading that wealth for the world, that's what all of us Indians want. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.